Okay, what's good, YouTube? It's your girl Selena, and I'm back once again with another video. Today, you guys, I'm gonna be going to the doctor's. So, when I worked for the supermarket that I worked for about, I would say, a year and a half ago, they didn't have any mats in like the department that I worked in, and because of that, I ended up getting like tendinitis on my ankle, right? I ended up doing workers' compensation through that, and I also was out of work for about 3 months, had to wear a boot, had to go to the doctor's, check on my ankle every so often to make sure, you know, it was getting better and stuff. And the doctor ended up discharging me, telling me that I was good to go back to work, and that if anything happened, to come back for a follow-up. A year later, and I noticed that my ankle still gives me a hard time. While I was working at Home Depot, it was easy for me to be able to just sit down because they had a stool that was behind the counter that another worker was using, and I would use it here and there. Or they had like piles of like cement bags for me to just sit on in between customers. So even though my foot still hurt it, because I had those options to be able to sit, it was like, it was bad, but it wasn't that bad because I was able to sit and just try to like work through it. And also I noticed when I was getting workers' comp and when I was out of work for those 3 months, it wasn't enough to pay my rent. It wasn't enough to get my bills paid or none of that stuff because it was only 2/3 of my check. So I just pretty much been pushing myself to go to work every day because I got no other choice, because who else is going to pay the bills for me if I don't go to work? Now that I'm working at my new job and I have no options to sit and I'm on my feet longer, I noticed that my foot is hurting more often now, to the point where about the time I get out of work, I'm limping and crying and in tears because I'm in so much pain. So I finally decided to write to the workers' compensation worker that I was dealing with while I was working for the grocery store to ask if I was to go to the doctors, if they would cover my medical bills, and they told me yes. So here I am today, almost a year later, going to get my ankle checked because it's still giving me a hard time from the tendinitis that I had got from when I was working for ShopRite. So, and I wanted to bring you guys along with me to the appointment, so make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and we're gonna hop right into the video. So right now we're arriving to the doctor's office. We're gonna check in and get directed to which floor I need to go to. All right, so because it's been a long time since I've been here, I had to ask the front desk person which floor I had to go to. So she said it's on the 3rd floor. So we're gonna go.
You and all the floors.
And wish me luck, you guys. Let's see what happens. So yeah, she told me I have to go to the 3rd floor. I'm going to the Bone and Joint Center in Albany, and hopefully they give me some type of solutions, because I can't stand this, okay? It's preventing me from working. Right, guys, so the appointment isn't until 11:15, and I got here a little bit early. It's 11:01, so I have to sit here in the waiting room for the doctor to come out here, or for the nurse to come out here and get me. And yeah, I'm gonna just play on my phone and wait for them to come out here and get me. I'm not gonna record too much because there's people in here and they're looking at me. So yeah, see you guys in a bit. So I'm in the actual doctor's office, like in the, you know, whatever it's called, nurse's office, doctor's office, whatever. I spoke to the first nurse, I guess like the RN. He asked me a bunch of questions like, how has it been since we last saw you, and you know, what is it like standing on your foot, all this other stuff. So I answered a bunch of questions, and I just let them know, like, I have a hard time. It hurts for me to do stuff. I just need something like a boot or something just to stop my foot from flexing. And I told him I didn't want to do any medications that are going to make me drowsy. So I'm waiting for the actual doctor to come in and check my foot, and I'll give you guys an update and let you guys know about what he said. I would record, but I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to. I don't think I'm allowed to. But so I'll just give you guys updates. I'll just give you guys updates and just tell you guys what's going on. But yeah, I'm at the Bone and Joint Center for my ankle. Let me show you guys my ankle because it is swollen a little bit. So let me show you guys. I don't know if you guys can see, but it is swollen like right here. It looks like it's a little bit of like fluid in there or something, but that definitely hurts. And it hurts like all around here, my whole foot, when I've been standing on it for so long. Don't look at my feet ugly, but yeah, it's swollen. Waiting for the doctor to come in, and hopefully he can give me some solutions. If he can give me a boot, I'll take the boot. If he can sign me up with a chiropractor, not a chiropractor, what's it called, physical therapist, I'll take the physical therapist. Everything but putting me on medication, because I don't like taking drugs, especially if they're gonna make me sleepy. So yeah, I'll let you guys know in a minute what he said. Guys, so I just got done with the doctor's appointment, and your girl is back in a boot. I don't know how long you guys been subscribed to my channel. If you guys been subscribed for over a year, then you would know that I had the boot about a year or so ago, and I'm back in it now. The doctor basically said that he was gonna schedule me for an MRI. He has to call, they have to get a hold of the workers' comp that dealt with my case from before, get another MRI, or get an MRI approved. Not another one, because I didn't have an MRI before. I had a regular x-ray. So this time I'm gonna be getting an MRI. So they said I have to wait until workers' comp approves the MRI, which shouldn't take that long. Then they're gonna schedule me for an MRI, and then they scheduled me for a follow-up within the next 2 weeks. And he said depending on what the MRI shows, they're going to be scheduling me for a surgery, to have surgery done on my tendon, or whatever it's called, my ankle, because it sounds like I tore something. And he said for it to have gone on that long, for me to have gone a whole year with it still hurting, and me not wearing my boot or doing the physical therapy like I was supposed to do before, it sounds like I made it worse by not doing what they told me to do before. And now they said they're gonna have to get an MRI done on my ankle and schedule me for a surgery, because they said there's something that it sounds like something's torn in my ankle. So that's what's going on right now. And when I tell you, the doctor, he is like so educational, like he's so smart. Like he knew exactly where to touch on my ankle and my foot. Like he knew exactly what spot hurt it when I told him, because I had the same one from before, the same doctor from before. So he had like a nurse student in there with him, and he was basically showing her like where the tendons are, and he like was like rubbing his fingers a lot like on them like this, and wherever he was touching, when I tell you, that shit was hurting, and I was like in so much pain. And he showed her like you would also feel it in the bottom of your foot also. And when he was like doing this to the bottom of my foot, it's like my bottom of my foot was numb, but I could feel him touching me, but it was numb, if that makes sense. Like it's like I felt the pressure of someone touching my bottom of my foot. So he's like basically explaining to me, and he's like, yeah, this sounds like something that's gonna have to get taken seriously, because for her to be in pain this long, and the way that it's swollen where it is on my ankle, it sounds like something is torn. And after the MRI, he said we're gonna have to look into scheduling me a surgery. So I'm kind of heartbroken just a little bit, because I try to do the right thing every day by getting up and going to work, so that I can pay my rent, so I can have a roof over my daughter's head, so I can try to provide good Christmases, and try to keep food in my refrigerator, and try to keep, you know, food in my pantry, and try to do good things as a mom. And it's like little things that just like gets me down. Like little shit like this is gonna bother me, because nobody wants to go through stuff like that. Especially if you have kids and you have bills to pay. Like I need to go to work, I need to pay my rent, I need to take care of my kids. Angela's supposed to be coming for Christmas this year, and I can't afford to be out of work. I just can't. So it's kind of breaking my heart a little bit. It's hurting my feelings right now, because like it's not like I'm not trying. I'm getting up every day, going to work and do what I gotta do. And the fact that shit like this is happening right now is hurting my feelings, because I want nothing but the best for my kids. And when stuff like this is happening, it's hard for you to have to go to work. So I don't know. He said I could still go to work with the boot on. I just have to keep the boot on, so that's a good thing. And he said it'll give me some support while I'm at work. The boot that he gave me is a little bit more comfortable than the first one that I had from before. It feels like very comfortable wearing it while I'm walking. But the fact that I might have to go to surgery is stressing me out, because then that means I'm gonna have to be out of work for a while, depending on how long it takes for me to recover. So that's just stressing me out even more, just thinking about that stuff. So pray for me in the comments, you guys, that my foot gets better, and pray that it doesn't have to get to that. Let's just hope that the boot makes it better, because I can't afford to go out of work. When I get home, you guys will come back to the video. I just got off the bus and now I'm walking to my house from the bus stop. Your girl is just sitting here thinking about everything right now, trying to soak it all in, hoping and praying that by me just being in the boot will do something, some way, miraculously. Because like I said before, I can't afford to take off of work. I got rent to pay, I got my light bill to pay, Christmas is coming up. I just can't afford that. Granted, workers' compensation is going to compensate me if I am out of work, but it's not enough. So I just hope and pray that by me being in the boot will do something. It'll give my legs some support, my ankles some support. But he really did sound concerned, so that's my only thing. But God has the final say so. So all my faith is in God right now, because I don't have time to be taken out of work. But yeah, look at me, y'all. That's the reality right now. I'm in the boot. I'm walking home in the boot from the bus stop. Alright guys, so I'm back in the house. I got a little while before Lila gets out of school, so I'm just gonna lay down and take a nap. But I'm gonna end the video here. You guys pray for me, leave me some positive messages or whatever. Pray that I get better, you guys. I cannot afford to get out of work and get no surgery, so just pray that I heal and that everything works out for the best. Thank you guys for watching this video. Till next time, peace, love, and grace. Bye guys.